Greetings everyone, today we are going to introduce the field of software architecture and give an example of a problem that is solved in this field. By the time the sphere of computer science developed and got its place in people's lives, it came across to a huge problem relating to the difficulty of the programming systems. The first programs were suffering with disorganization. To solve these problems, the programmers were trying to choose correct structured data, develop algorithms, and use the concept of delineation of credentials.
But it wasn't a complete solution. The errors went on occurring again and again. So at the end of 1960, the software architecture appeared. Its beginning as a concept appeared in the research works of Edgar Dijkstra in 1968 and David Parnas in the beginning of 1970s. Those scientists have emphasized that the construction of correct structures is critically essential. The further distribution of the concept of the software architecture took place in the beginning of 1990s.
The software architecture appears as an aggregation of the most important decisions made over the organization of the programming systems. There are more than 150 definitions of this concept. This field includes selection of structural elements and their interfaces, connection of selected elements of the structure and behavior into larger systems, and an architectural style that guides the entire organization.
This field specifies the connection between the developers and the work of the exploiting staff. It also gives a lot of help to the stakeholders. There are many activities performed in this field. A software architect typically works with project managers, discusses architecturally significant requirements with stakeholders, etc. There are 4 core activities in the software architectural design. These core activities are performed iteratively and at different stages of the initial software development lifecycle, as well as over the evolution of the system. These are the architectural analysis, the architectural synthesis, the architectural evaluation, and the architecture evolution.
For instance, we have an operation to make a working field for a certain company. The area is unknown. We don't know what elements to use and how. Moreover, the developers and stakeholders are specialized in a way that they are just using and connecting these elements. They don't observe it with an architect's coherency. In such cases, the architects use the core activity for analysis, which is the process of understanding the environment where the proposed operation will take place and determining the requirements for the system.
The input or requirements to the analysis activity can come from any number of stakeholders and include items such as what the system will do with the functional requirements, how well the system will perform runtime non-functional requirements such as reliability, operability, performance efficiency, security, and compatibility. The development time of non-functional requirements such as maintainability and transferability. Business requirements and environmental contexts of a system that may change over time, such as legal, social, financial, competitive, and technological concerns.
The outputs of the analysis activity are those requirements that have a measurable impact on a software system's architecture. Once the structural elements and their interfaces with which the system is composed, as well as their behavior in the framework of cooperation of structural elements are selected, the selected elements are connected and the connection between all members of the operation is provided with high fluency. The architect considers this problem solved.